Good news, Natalie. I'm happy to inform you that I've found a husband for you. Huh? The wedding will be held on the second Sunday next month, so be sure to get to the Hasburg Hotel in Huxington City by 8 a.m. It will be a small ceremony for immediate family members only, but I trust you'll refrain from doing anything to offend the groom's family. Who are you? I'm your mother, Natalie. What are you talking about? My mother died 3 years ago. Who are you? Is this a prank? No, you silly girl. I'm not that mother. You're aware that your father is remarried, are you not? No, I was not aware of that, so get talking. Oh, I am your father's new wife. Since your birth mother has passed away and I am now married to your father, then it now falls to me to take on the duties of being your mother. I trust you'll treat me with all the respect that I'm due from this point on. Hard pass. Excuse me? I just remembered who you are. You're Jennifer, right? You're the woman my dad cheated on my mom with. You're the one who broke up their marriage. But if I recall correctly, when my mom and dad got divorced, I was under the impression that dad broke things off with his mistress, too. That was one of the conditions that mom laid out in order to agree to an amicable divorce. So if you don't mind me asking, why in the world are you married to my dad now? My oh my, Natalie, I had no idea you were aware of all that. I may have never met you in person, but after things settled down, I did hear an explanation of what went down. I see. Well, I suppose I have no reason to hide anything from you, so I'll tell you everything. It is true that your father and I broke up after the divorce, but 1 year ago, after I heard your birth mother passed away, we got back together. I wasn't going to pass up on the opportunity to marry an eligible bachelor like your father, a wealthy businessman who owns his own company. It's like a dream come true. And since the person who demanded we break up is no longer in the picture or in this world, I don't see any reason for me to hold myself back from getting exactly what I want. I see. You're just as much of a vile, home-wrecking harpy as you always were. Excuse me? I haven't spoken to my father since the divorce, and I don't plan to ever contact him again. So by all means, Jennifer, do as you wish with him. It's no business of mine. Goodbye. Christy, I've got big news, and not the good kind. Uh-oh, what's wrong, Natalie? You remember that deplorable Jennifer woman? Apparently, our deplorable dad got remarried. To her. What? Yeah, she sent me a text earlier today. I guess she found out that Mom died about a year ago and they got married soon afterward. You have got to be kidding me. I don't know how she got my number, but I bet our idiot dad left it in his contacts list even though I blocked him years ago. Oh, and get this. You know what else she said to me? She said that because our real mom is dead and she's married to our dad now, she has to carry out the duties of being my mother. Like, who talks like that? And the cherry on the cake, she said, quote, I trust you will treat me with all the respect that I am due from this point on. Unbelievable. Right? Obviously, I told her what she could do with herself right away after that. Man, that woman is evil personified. Seriously, she is the worst. Oh, but before that, she also said something really weird to me. How can it get any weirder at this point? She said that my wedding is next month. Your wedding? That's news to me. Yep, and it was news to me too. She said it's the second Sunday of next month. She even gave me a time and place for everything. I can just ignore that, right? Like, just completely blow her off? Of course you can. I mean, that's not how this works. You don't just pick someone for the daughter of a man whose marriage you broke up and expect her to actually marry him. That's insane. Those were my thoughts exactly. Not to mention I already have plans to hang out with you that day. Yes, and I am so excited. It's going to be great. And even if we didn't have plans that day, there's no way we would ever listen to what either of those two scumbags have to say. Natalie, the wedding is about to start, but how can we start the wedding without you, the bride? Where are you? If you were going to be late, you had an obligation to let me know. I gave you a time and place. I won't let you say I didn't tell you. Huh? Do you have any idea how upset the groom is right now? Wait a minute. I remember you talking about that like a month ago. Did you actually go through with it? Of course I did. I told you that you were getting married today, and I meant it. Well, that's odd. I don't have a boyfriend right now, and I don't have any plans to get married in the near future, so... Natalie, I am your mother, and you will get married to the man I selected for you. What? He's going to take such wonderful care of you. You'll be like a princess in a castle. His family is fabulously wealthy, and he's 40 years old, so he's a very stable and reliable man. He's 40? Sure, you might feel that there's a bit of an age gap between you right now, but as the years go by, I'm sure you'll come to forget all about it. If this is some kind of joke, it's not funny. Joke? Oh, Natalie, dear, I'm totally serious. I even have a marriage certificate right here in my hands. All it needs is your signature. Oh, so you're serious? Well, in that case, you're a psychopath. Natalie! You will do as your mother tells you this instant. My mother? I'm sorry, who are you talking about? I already told you, Natalie, I am your mother. Your birth mother is dead and gone. Now that I've married your father, it falls to me to become your new mother. I'd rather die. Excuse me? Oh, was I unclear? Well, let me spell it out for you. I would sooner die than ever call a vicious, lying, manipulative whore like you my mother. What did you just call me? I will never call anyone my mom except for my real mom. Oh, enough of this childish talk. What you say has no weight in the matter. I've arranged for you to be married. End of story. Now hurry up and get yourself to the hotel, you rebellious little girl. At your age, your hopes of ever getting married decline exponentially by the second. Men want young, healthy, fertile women, Natalie. With the man I've chosen for you, you'll be loved dearly and treated like royalty. I honestly don't see why you object to this. It's an excellent arrangement for you. At my age? What is this, the Middle Ages or something? Get a grip. Natalie, don't you dare talk back to me. I am your mother. Goodbye. I see you're not going to see reason. Fine, I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to pick you up right now. You're getting married today. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? I've got some information about what's going on over there in Crazyland. You did? How? I called the lawyer that helped Mom out back when they were going through the divorce. I thought that since he was a mutual acquaintance of both Dad and Mom, that he might know something about what Dad's up to these days. And you know what the first thing out of his mouth was when I asked him about the wedding? I heard that it was his older daughter's wedding going on today. I was not expecting that. Wait a second. So you mean to say that the wedding today wasn't supposed to be for me? It was supposed to be for you? Apparently, Dad's been out of the country on business for the last 5 months. The talk about having this arranged marriage started about a month before that. With Dad going overseas in short order, he told Jennifer that she could take care of all the preparation by herself. And one more thing. Dad was supposed to be there at the wedding today, but he got into some accident over there and got hurt pretty bad, so he's not there. What in the world is going on with those people? I'm not done yet. There's more. Hold on just a second. That harlot sent me another text. For real? If you have anything else that you think I should know, go ahead and send it all to me by text. If need be, I can give her a message with anything you want me to tell her. Gotcha, I'll do that. I've come to pick you up, Natalie. Now hurry up and get ready. We've got to get you married. I'm curious, where are you at right now? Where else? I'm out in front of your apartment building knocking on the door. Now open up, I know you can hear me. Ooh, so close. You did manage to get one thing right. Me and my older sister did live in that apartment for a while. Unfortunately, though, you're a few months too late. We've already moved out. What? Your older sister? But you're the oldest of the sisters, aren't you? Nope, I'm the younger sister. What? I thought Natalie was the older sister and Christy was the younger sister. Well, you got it backwards, you moron. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I got the names mixed up. Did Dad tell you our names and ages, or what? Now that you mention it, he did talk about the two of you sometimes, but he only ever referred to you by name. I don't think he ever told me which of you was older than the other. Well, looks like you probably should have asked first, huh? That would have saved you a lot of time and embarrassment. Good grief, what a debacle. But no matter, this is only a minor change of plans. If you can't get married, Christy will be the one getting married today. Let her know where the wedding is taking place, will you? Hate to burst your bubble, but Christy's already married. Oh no! Yep, they got married 6 months ago and they've moved out of state to the city where her husband grew up. Oh, this is terrible! So yeah, in other words, this wedding you planned today, you're gonna have to call it off. Nonsense! Your sister may be married, but you aren't! Are you for real right now? Tell me where you are right now. I'll come and pick you up as quickly as I can. Jennifer? We still have plenty of time to get to the courthouse before it closes. We can submit your marriage certificate today. I'm 15. You're, 15? I'm still a sophomore in high school. But that's... So, yeah, I don't know too much about marriage law, but I'm pretty sure that 15-year-olds can't get married. With as old as your father is, I thought you'd be older. You're still a minor? Well, Christy is 10 years older than me. I was living with her in that apartment, but after she got married, I moved into my high school dorm. So it's true. Why don't you ask my dad to make sure? As much of a scumbag as he is, I'm sure he at least remembers how old his daughters are. I can't believe this. What I can't believe is you don't know anything about the children of the man you married. Well, you never came up in conversations. You're his first wife's children. You don't matter to our relationship. I only even knew how old your sister was because it came up during the discussions for her arranged marriage. You didn't think to ask about his other daughter's age? Like, oh, hey, by the way. Stop mocking me. You're such an easy target, though. Enough of this nonsense. What are we going to do about the wedding? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm about to board the bus to go to my sister's new house to visit, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you to figure that out yourself. Natalie, wait! Look, you can take your time and get here, but I need you to be the bride today. You see, your father's company is, well, it's doing terrible. They've been operating in the red for months now. But he finally found someone willing to provide it with some desperately needed funding, the groom's parents. So you see, you have to get married today. I mean, think about it. You don't want your father's company to collapse because of you, right? After all, if his company goes under, then your inheritance is going to shrink. You don't want that to happen. I was young at the time, so I don't remember all the details, but I'm pretty sure I remember legally renouncing any inheritance from my dad after my mom passed away. You did what? Are you mad? Nope. Actually, Mom's side of the family is way richer than Dad's, so I don't need to get a single cent from that lecherous old geezer. I'll be fine. Bye-bye now. I hope you enjoy the wedding. Hey there, Natalie. Are you enjoying your walk around the town? Yeah, this place is awesome. I'm getting kind of tired, though. I was thinking about heading back to your place to get some lunch. Are you still out at the store? Yeah, but I'm going to be home pretty soon. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a message from Mom's lawyer this morning. Was it about the whole wedding thing yesterday? Yep, you guessed it. And I gotta tell you, what he told me was some of the best news I've gotten in a long time. Let's hear it then. It turns out that, yeah, Dad's company is on the brink of bankruptcy. Wow, so I guess that shriveled succubus wasn't kidding. And in order to get the company back in the black, he made a deal with the devil, or I guess, with the CEO of one of his company's biggest clients. The terms were this: get your older daughter to marry my 40-year-old son, and serve as his housekeeper and caretaker. Then and only then would he supply Dad's company with some much-needed funding. Jeez. And get this, when Dad and Jennifer stopped by that CEO's house to meet their, again, 40-year-old son, he was in his room, in his pajamas, playing video games and drinking energy drinks. When they tried to arrange for him to meet me before the wedding, he was like, nah, just let me see her picture to make sure she's not ugly. Holy moly, what made any of those people think that either you or I would consent to that kind of nightmarish marriage? I mean, that wouldn't be a marriage, we'd have been his babysitter. I guess maybe they were banking on us consenting out of compulsion in order to save Dad's company. Yeah, I bet that's it. Jennifer tried to scare me into going through with the marriage by saying that I'd lose my inheritance if Dad's company went under. What a bunch of creeps. Seriously, they're all the worst people imaginable. Uh-oh. What's up? Speak of the devil. She just texted me. Oh yeah? You gonna respond to her? No. How could you do this to me? You little brats, getting married and being a minor have ruined me. The groom's family is suing us. We're going to have to pay the full cost of the wedding. And the honeymoon. We planned out such an extravagant, luxurious vacation for you two, but that was canceled, and we have to pay for all of that, too. We're on the hook for a total of $50,000. How are we supposed to come up with that kind of money when your father's company is in the middle of a struggle for survival? Natalie, answer me this instant! If your dad loses his business, I'm going to lose my fabulous lifestyle. I can't let that happen. I won't. That virulent vulture, otherwise known as Jennifer, is apparently in her early 40s. She'd always dreamed of being the trophy wife of a wealthy businessman, but, if that was her goal, shouldn't she have done that sooner? While she could still serve as a trophy wife? Oh well, I guess her brain is about as functional as her heart and soul. A few months after that last text, my dad's company officially filed for bankruptcy. A few weeks later, an expose on Dad's company came out in the local paper. The company had been bleeding its top talent ever since Dad got remarried to Jennifer. According to insider sources, the reason they all left is because Jennifer was using her position as the CEO's wife to boss all the other employees around, even threatening to get them fired if they disobeyed her. But did Dad ever think to tell Jennifer to knock it off? Nope, she couldn't possibly be the one responsible. After the bankruptcy, Dad and Jennifer went deep into debt, but even then they were unable to leave their expensive spending habits behind. As a result, their debt just kept growing and growing and growing. The last I heard was that the two of them were escorted into a black panel van by a few large-looking men wearing trench coats and sunglasses, and neither of them has been heard from since.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
My grandchild was looking just so cute today, wouldn't you agree?
Sorry, what is this about, Mom? Are you okay?
I just think that the little ones are really starting to look like you when you were little, don't you think?
Hold on a second, Mom. Did you come over to our house today or something like that?
Of course I did, Rick. This is my first grandchild, after all. And I know from personal experience that these children don't stay kids forever. Especially these days, children really do grow up so quickly. So I just want to spend as much time with them when they're a child as we can. Although you do know that I wish you would just come and move in with us. But even your father is telling me that that would be too much for your wife and that I should just stop asking.
Well, I think you were certainly right about how quickly they grow up. I know that it's only been a month since Iris gave birth. I just feel like I've already seen our child grow up so much in that short time.
I know exactly what you mean. You don't realize it as time passes, and by the time you do, you don't know where it's gone. All this talk of little grandbabies makes me want to see her all over again.
It sounds to me like you got grandchild fever or something like that.
Well, one day you'll know exactly how I'm feeling about all of this. Of course, when I had you, it was different than what I feel for your daughters since they're baby girls and you were a little boy.
Right, well, I'm sure that Iris would love to have you come over more often to see the baby, especially since I know she's just really busy at home taking care of the babies all the time. She could really use the help. And since my job is still insisting on sending me to all these business trips, I just feel like I've barely gotten to see either of them. So it would give me some peace of mind knowing that you were there to help.
Do you really mean that? Oh, you would like it if I went over to visit them more? Well, I can do that, no problem. I can make arrangements to go and see them tomorrow, in fact.
Great, thank you so much, Mom. I'll let Iris know of your plans then. Hey there, Iris. I was just curious if you're still up right now.
Yeah, I actually just managed to put the twins to bed right now, though. I thought that they were never going to crash, and then they finally did. At the same time, at that.
I see. Well, thanks so much for doing that. I know how hard things have been doing all that by yourself.
Of course. Although I'll be honest with you, I'm dead tired, and I'm not sure just how long I'll be willing to stay up and text.
Oh, right, of course. Then I'll try and make this really quick. I just wanted to let you know that my mom is going to come over to the house tomorrow to help you out.
No, absolutely not. That is not going to happen. Do you understand me?
Wait, what? What kind of response is that? Did something happen between you and my mom? What's got you acting like this? Just to hearing that she's going to visit?
because she has been over to the house basically every single day this week and I haven't had a second to myself.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. You know that she's really just going over to see her grandchildren. Besides, I know how worn out you must be after giving birth, so just think of my mom as someone you can call on for help with anything.
Rick, if I'm being honest with you, I would much rather just have you come home here with us.
Oh, come on. You know that I can't do that with the way things are at the office.
You mean they still don't want to give you any more parental leave even though I just gave birth? I don't know if I can keep on like this, Rick. If your mom is going to keep coming over every single day, then I think I'd rather just go and stay with my parents for a while.
Wait a second. You're telling me that you want to take the kids and go back to your parents to raise them there until I come back?
I just don't know how I can keep this up. You don't know what it's like having to do all of this by myself, especially when you're so far away.
I know, but this isn't the first time that I've had to go away for a long time on a business trip, right? Although you know that I really do feel bad about doing this every single time, but now you'll have my mom to call on for whatever you need. So I think you should try and see my mom coming over in just a slightly more positive light.
Please, Rick, I am trying to tell you that I really would rather not have her here with me. Do you understand that?
I know, but these are her first grandchildren, and I think it's natural that she be so excited to help out. I think maybe you should just let Mom do her thing until things settle down a bit, okay?
I can't do this anymore today. I just want to go to bed, and that's it. Good night, Rick.
Oh, right. You must be exhausted. Good night, Iris.
Hey, Iris, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be coming over to see my little grandbabies. So I sure hope that you've already gotten everything ready at your house to have me over. I simply won't stand for visiting you in a filthy house. And I don't want to hear any kind of excuses about how you're too tired because you just gave birth to twins. You are a wife, and that means you need to keep your house clean. Anyways, I just want you to know that the main reason that I've been coming over as much is precisely because I think you need someone to show you how to be a good housewife. So while I watch over the twins, you can take your time and make sure that the house is completely spotless by the time I leave.
Morning, Iris. I just wanted to make sure that everything was going okay for you at home.
Morning, Rick. If I can be honest with you, things are really, really busy right now, and I don't have a lot of time to talk at the moment.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were too busy. Well, I just wanted to check in, but please don't let me keep you. I just wanted to let you know that my business trip is going to end a day early, and so I'm going to be coming home a day sooner than we thought. I just wanted to let you know that so you weren't surprised is all.
I see. Have you told your mom that you were going to be coming a day earlier as well?
No, actually. I just found out this morning, so I haven't had the chance to tell her about this yet.
Got it. Well, I think you should just come on without telling her anything. Then you need to come to our house. There will be a bag waiting for you just inside the foyer. I want you to grab that bag and then go far, far away from the house. Inside the bag is going to be a laptop. Once you've gotten away from the house, I'm going to want you to turn that laptop on, okay?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you okay? This is sounding like some sort of spy movie plot or something like that.
Actually, on that laptop is from home security cameras that I had installed around the house.
Hold on a second. Do you put security cameras up around our house? Oh, wait, duh. That makes total sense. You must have done that so that way you can keep an eye on our kids. Of course.
Well, that was the original reason for my doing so, yes. But they actually ended up being much more useful for another reason.
What are you talking about? You're sounding so mysterious. Can't you just tell me what's going on?
I think it really would be better if you just saw what was on the laptop in the bag, okay? Anyways, I think that your mom is going to be arriving here soon, so be really busy dealing with her all day. Just make sure you grab that bag without being seen, okay?
So you really want me to sneak into our own house so I can take this bag and then just run off?
Please, you have to watch the videos on your laptop. But your mom is going to try and steal the twins from us. Just do it, okay?
Iris, are you sure that you're not just misreading how excited my mom is to have grandchildren?
It's not that at all. This is much, much worse, okay?
Iris, I really do just think that my mom is coming over so that she can help you with taking care of the twins.
It's not that. I'm telling you that it's not that. Why won't you listen to me, Rick?
Iris, please. Can't we just talk about this? Can I call you right now?
Oh, shoot. Your mom just arrived to the house. Listen to me. I am telling you that you just have to look at the laptop if you want to understand. I know it may be a lot to take in, but I need this from you right now.
Hey, Iris, I just want to let you know that I got back and I picked up the backpack like you told me to. I drove to the other side of town and I'm sitting down with it in the cafe right now. Okay, so I'm turning on the laptop now and opening up the videos. Wow, these are a lot of cameras. Do you really have all of these up around our house? I had no idea about this at all. Okay, so I see Mom sitting on the couch holding the twins. And hold on, I think I see you as well. I don't get it. What is this? This can't be right. My mom is just shouting at you while holding our babies. What is she doing? Did she really just try and blame you for making the twins cry while she's the one shouting at you? And what is she doing with the milk that you had? Mom, are you there? This is an emergency. Please pick up the phone right now. I'm really serious about this.
Oh, Rick, how strange. I wasn't expecting to hear from you today at all.
Mom, did you just put honey in your milk right now?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm asking you if you put honey in the milk that you're feeding to the twins right now.
Oh, well, just what's so bad about that anyways? What's going on here?
I mean that the babies aren't even a year old. Don't you know that newborns aren't supposed to be ingesting honey?
What are you talking about, Rick? Honey is good for you. Everyone knows that. Besides, this is really high-quality stuff, not that mass-produced garbage. There is no way this is bad for a baby.
I'm coming home right now. Just don't let my children drink another drop of that, okay?
Rick, are you there? What is the matter with you? Why did you throw me out of your house? What's the meaning of this? Are you telling me that you're really upset with me after I spent so much money buying the fanciest, most organic honey that I could?
That's exactly why I'm upset with you. Don't you know that babies aren't supposed to be eating honey of any kind? It doesn't matter how fancy the honey is. There are bacteria in the honey that children's immune systems just aren't equipped to fight yet.
Well, it sounds to me like feeding them honey would just make them develop faster.
No, Mom. That isn't the point. The point is that you shouldn't be feeding babies honey in the first place.
And just what's wrong with a little honey when all of the good things it can do for the body have been proven by science?
Are you even reading the messages that I'm sending you? What don't you get about it being for babies? Look, Mom, I think you're just going to have to stay away from the house for a while, okay? Just don't come around anymore.
What do you mean? You can't really be serious about that, right?
You yelled at my wife, you used foul language around my children, and you potentially harmed them with your negligence.
No, you're just being overdramatic. They're infants. They had no idea what I was saying to their mother at all.
That is not what I'm upset about. The fact of the matter is that you shouldn't have been doing any of those things in the first place. Now Iris is going to take the children and stay with her family for a bit.
You've got to be kidding me. Why would she do that? Doesn't she know I won't be able to go and visit if she does that?
That's the whole point of why she is going to visit her parents in the first place, Mom. In fact, she wanted to go there right after she gave birth, but I was the one who convinced her to stay near you.
But if she goes away, then I won't be able to see my grandchildren. That isn't fair. You're always letting your wife boss you around, you know that?
I'm not letting her boss me around. I'm listening to my wife and being a good husband and father by asking how I can help.
And you think you're going to be helping by removing your children from their grandmother?
Mom, Iris has told me all about how you've been coming over and forcing her to clean the house while you insist on taking care of the children. Iris was the one that just gave birth. She should be the one spending more time with our children. If you're coming over, it should be to help keep the house clean and only do what Iris asks of you.
You mean that I should just go over and expect to be treated like a maid?
I mean that you should go over there expecting to help a woman who just gave birth to twins, Mom. Am I really having to explain all of this to you? The whole reason I thought Iris would be okay at home is because I thought you would be able to help her out since you live so close. I was so grateful to have family living nearby. But all you did was drive Iris more and more into exhaustion.
So you're telling me that all of this is my fault?
I mean, basically, yes. I thought that I could count on you, Mom.
But what did I even do that was so wrong? I still don't understand. I was only trying to teach Iris how to be a good wife for you.
Mom, you can come back to the house tomorrow after Iris has taken the kids to her parents' house. Tell Dad to come along and the three of us can have a little chat about setting boundaries. Morning, Iris. I just wanted to let you know that I'm already missing you.
Morning, Rick. I really am sorry that things are going the way that they are.
Well, it's okay. I don't think it can really be helped at all at this point. But anyways, how are you doing? Are you feeling any better?
Actually, yes, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you for asking. My parents basically watched over the twins all night, and I feel like I was able to get my first decent night's sleep since I gave birth.
That is really, really great to hear. I'm so happy you managed to get some rest, Iris. And I just wanted to say again how sorry I am that I wasn't paying more attention to what you were trying to tell me. I should have listened better.
On that, we can agree, but I really do forgive you and don't want you beating yourself up like this. Besides, you made sure that I was able to take the kids and get to my parents with no issues, so I'm very grateful for that. Anyways, were you able to chat with your mom and dad like you wanted to?
Yeah, I was. It wasn't an easy talk, but I think that I said what needed to be said.
I see. So then, do you mind if I ask how it all went in the end?
My dad said that he was going to divorce my mom.
Wait, what? Your dad really said that? Over me and the kids?
No, it isn't just that, but my mom just has no idea about boundaries at all and is always trying to put herself in the middle of other people's business. And even with this honey business, she was a mom and even she had no clue. But instead of apologizing and listening to his parents, she had to insist that she knew best. I think that's what really set off Dad, I think.
I see. Well, it sounds to me like this problem has been coming to a head for some time then.
Yeah, although when it was Mom's turn to talk about what she had done, she explained how her grandma would always come over when she was little. Apparently, she would treat her mom the same way she was treating you. She would make her clean the house and do all of the chores while she sat around watching the babies. So I guess those memories just really stuck with my mom and were her only model of how a good grandma should be. It's sad how these kinds of experiences can get passed from generation to generation, but I guess it's up to the youngest one to try and put an end to it.
I see. Well, even that doesn't make it okay. It certainly does put things into perspective. I was fine doing all that work until you came back, but I think the final straw for me was seeing her feed the babies milk with honey.
I'm glad that you tried to stand up for them and to my mom, though. And I'm just so sorry that you had to go through all of this.
I really appreciate you saying that, but I guess now we know why your dad was so against us going to live with them after we got married.
Yeah. He must have been trying to protect us from Mom while also trying to protect Mom from herself. But either way, she should have never been talking to you in the way that she was, and she had no right to order you around like she did. And I think that's what sent my dad over the edge and finally led him to say that he was going to leave my mom.
Yeah, I'm just so sorry that this all had to go down the way that it did. But I would be lying if I'm not grateful that I won't have to deal with your mom for the time being.
I think I also need a break from her. But anyways, it sounds like it's more of my dad's problem more than anything now.
Well, thank you so much for telling me about how the talk went. I appreciate it.
Of course. By the way, do you think that I could go up to your parents' house this weekend? I would love to see you and the kids.
Yes, Rick, please come. I've missed you so much, and my parents really want to see you too.
Great. I guess I'll see you soon then.
See you then. Rick, are you there? I need your help. It's urgent. You have to tell your father not to divorce me. You don't want your parents getting a divorce, do you?
Mom, I'm sorry, but I think I have to block you. In fact, don't ever talk to me again. After that, I talked to my boss at work and asked if there were any positions out of state that I could be transferred to. She found one for me, and I was able to take Iris, the twins, and myself over all on the company's dime. I also made it very clear that I want a position where I wasn't doing so many business trips. My boss has no idea that I was already going on so many trips while my wife was pregnant, and as an apology, found a perfect position for me. It was around the time that we moved that my parents finalized a divorce. My dad ended up moving back to his hometown and settling down there. My mom, however, stayed in the house and ordered my younger sibling and his wife to come and live with her. They reluctantly did so, but just from the texts I've been getting from my brother, I do not think it's going to last long. I would have hoped that Mom would have learned her lessons about forcing her way into other people's lives, but I guess some people just don't get it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Emily. I'll give you more details once you get home, but for the time being, I've got a big announcement to make.
What's up, Roy? Aren't you at work right now? Is everything okay?
I've been appointed to work at corporate headquarters.
Corporate headquarters? So, what does that mean?
Well, to put it simply, my company wants me to work together with the big shots. They want me to have a bigger hand in the company's global operations.
So then this is like a promotion? You're moving up?
It's going to be kind of a gradual thing, but ultimately, yeah. My branch manager told me that he's never seen anyone get called up to corporate HQ as fast as this before. Isn't that something?
Wow, that's great!
So the next big step is to look for a new apartment and get ready to move, so a lot is going to need to get done in a limited time frame.
I want to live in a high-rise apartment.
Huh?
You're gonna be a big shot, right? All the big shots on TV shows live in high-rise apartments. Oh, it's gonna be so great. I can't wait to gaze out of the windows at all the little people walking below.
Okay, well, I guess if I can find something that's within our means, then we might be able to make it happen. Yo, Roy, how's it going? Whoa, is that you, Drew? It's been way too long, man. How have you been? Great, thanks. Sorry, I gone kind of radio silent lately. How are things going for you and my sister? I'm doing fine. No complaints, man. It's great to hear from you. I'm glad to hear it. Now, I hate to jump right into business, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a minute to talk right now? Yeah, sure. What is it? Mom told me that you've been appointed to your company's corporate headquarters. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Actually, I just found out the other day. Wow. So you're on your way to the top, huh? Yeah, I guess so. It kind of feels weird saying that about myself, though. I'm not one for blowing my own horn, but I guess the execs were really pleased with my performance on a big project that just got completed a few weeks ago. So pleased, actually, that they want me to come to corporate HQ and lead the team for a brand new and adventurous project they planned. From the sound of things, I'll still be sticking around there on a long-term basis even after the project is completed. Man, to think my little brother-in-law is now a high-powered businessman. I don't know. It might be a bit early to break out that title for me. You figured out where you're going to live yet? No, actually. Like I said, I just found out that I was going to have to move a couple of days ago, and the move won't be for another 2 months, so I honestly haven't even begun to make any sort of arrangements in that department. Okay, well in that case, would you like to move into the apartment I'm using right now? Your apartment? The one on the top floor? The one I stayed in for a while? That apartment? Yep, that's the one. Are you sure you'd be okay with that? Oh, don't worry. We're not going to be living together there or anything. Plus, it's kind of a limited time offer. Oh yeah? Is something going on in your life too? Well, this is really an incredible coincidence, but I just got transferred too. Wow, really? You too, Drew? Yeah, it's a complicated situation, but the guy who was going to be taking on the new position had to withdraw at the last minute due to some family circumstances. Ah, and so you drew the short straw and had to take over for him, right? Exactamundo. But man, I really, really like this apartment, and I still have some time left on the lease, so once I move out, it's just going to be collecting dust until my lease expires. I was thinking about what in the world I was going to do with it when Mom texted me and told me about your promotion. Wow, that is a crazy coincidence. I know this is all pretty short notice, and I'm really not concerned at all about the rent, since I already paid that in advance anyway. So, if it would help you feel better about it, we can work out a financial arrangement that's not too much of a burden on you after things get settled down. It's close to the same business park your company's HQ is in, so it seems like a good fit for you. Man, that does sound nice. I'm super close to accepting your offer right here and now, but I think I should probably talk to my wife about it first before I make any big decisions. Really? You think she's gonna say anything other than yes? All that girl talks about is her dream of living in a fancy high-rise apartment. Yeah, trust me, I know. Right. I just hauled the last box up to the new apartment, but Emily, I know you're excited about moving to the big city, and I've been pretty understanding about you going out on your own to enjoy yourself on the town, but you've been completely ignoring me since we got here. You've barely said a single word to me. You can't even spare me a good morning? Or good night? What's going on with you? Look, I need to focus on my work now. I've already taken care of all my stuff. It's all cleared out from the living room. So now you're going to have to take care of unloading all your own stuff, okay? I put it next to the TV so you won't forget about it. It's my first day at corporate HQ tomorrow, and I'm jumping right into the big project they're having me lead, so my hands are going to be completely full with that for the foreseeable future. I won't have any time to help you with your unpacking. Got it? Yo, Roy, how's it going? You enjoying life in that high-rise apartment you've always dreamed about? I think you're confused about something. Emily is the one who always dreamed about living in a high-rise, not me. I know, just messing with you. So seriously now, what do you think? Are you comfortable in there? It's not bad. I mean, the view is absolutely incredible, can't deny that. Although it was kind of a pain for the first few days that every time I realised I needed something, I had to spend 5 minutes in the elevator before I could even get out the front door. I'm going to have to remember to account for that when I leave for work in the morning. But I wouldn't want to be late because one too many people wanted to get on the elevator. Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. It takes forever to get to the ground floor. Yeah, that's going to take a while to get used to. Other than that, I guess I'm just not used to the whole high-rise society yet. Some of the women around here are, well, they act like they're characters right out of one of Emily's terrible dramas. Let me guess, you met the illustrious Mrs. Carmichael, am I right? I bet she gave you the entire rundown on how her husband's the CEO of a trading firm and he ran into Jay-Z and Beyonce at a party a few years ago. Hey, she told me that same story about once a week. Yep, I've definitely heard that one a few times already. Yeah, it's only going to be for 6 months. I think I can handle living with the muckety mucks for that long. Good luck. You'll need it. Emily, I thought you'd be home late last night, but I just woke up and you're still not home. What's going on with you? You've been doing this a lot lately, and here we go, leaving me on red yet again. That doesn't hurt as much as when you straight up ignore me to my face, though. I really wish you would talk to me. I'm getting concerned about you. Yo, Roy, I just looked at my calendar. You've already been living there for 3 months, eh? Any problems? Things going smoothly for you guys? Thanks for being so concerned about me, Drew. There's no real problems with the apartment itself. I've been keeping a healthy amount of distance between the neighbours, so I'm still managing to be on friendly terms with everyone I pass in the hallway on my way to work in the morning. Glad to hear, but to be totally honest, I wasn't actually talking about the apartment. It's Emily, isn't it? She's got you worried, hasn't she? Look, I'm gonna be heading back that way this weekend for work. You wanna meet up? We can talk about it. She's my sister. I might be able to help you out. Maybe that would be for the best. I've been doing nothing but bottling it up inside and hoping things change for a while now. And, well, nothing has changed. What time can you be here? Hey, Drew. Thanks for coming to talk with me today, man. I had no idea that's why Emily had been ignoring me all this time. Like I said, she's done this exact same thing before in the past. I can't believe her. She just refuses to grow up. But, thanks to the information you provided me with, it makes taking my next step a whole lot easier. I really appreciate that. I just have to do my best to deal with things for the next 3 months. I just have to make the best of my situation. Well, who knows? Maybe this might make things work out better for me in the end. Roy, look, I really can't express how sorry I am about that idiot sister of mine. Hey, don't apologize, okay? There's nothing that you need to apologize for, just none of this is your fault. Yeah, well, if there's anything at all that I can do to help you out, let me know, okay? I might just take you up on that. Well, thanks again, Drew. Hey, Emily. I know you're definitely not going to reply to me, but there's something I needed to tell you. Next month marks 6 months since we moved into this apartment. I think you know what that means, so make sure you make all the necessary preparations. I'm going to be really busy, so I won't be able to micromanage everything. You're going to have to fend for yourself. Yo, Emily, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Drew. Nice to hear from you. It's been, 5 months now since you gave us this sweet apartment?
Yeah, I think that's about right. To get right down to business, I have a message for you from Mom.
From Mom? What is it?
Actually, as long as I got you, I have something I need to tell you too.
Okay, so let's hear it. I hope it's good news.
You remember meeting my girlfriend? Well, we've been dating for long enough and we decided to get married.
Wow, that's awesome.
We already got legally married, so we'll have a formal wedding ceremony once both of our work schedules have settled down a bit.
Well, that's so great, Drew. I'm really happy for you.
Thanks, Emily. So, along with that, Mom's gonna be moving in with us in our new house. Since Mom's old house will just be collecting dust anyway, she's also decided to put it on the market, and I think we got a buyer who will be closing soon.
Ah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. But are you sure your wife will be fine with suddenly living with her mother-in-law like that?
Nah, no need to worry. The two of them actually share the same hobbies, so they've been able to bond over that. Really, though, if it weren't for that, the two of them get along so well that they both told me that they'd like for us all to move in together. I was looking for a house that would fit all of us, and I found a really nice duplex that was exactly what we needed. So I went ahead and bought it. The units are totally separate, so we'll all have our privacy.
Wow, cool. Well, I'm glad things are going so smoothly for you.
Thanks. Okay, that's all I wanted to say for now. Gotta go.
Gotcha. Talk to you later, Drew.
Yo, Roy. I just texted Emily and told her that we sold Mom's old house. Mom's also said that she's 100% fine with everything. She officially has all of her potential escape routes closed off. Thanks so much for doing all that for me, Drew. Once you give the go-ahead, Mom and I are going to change our phone numbers and other contact info, so let me know when everything is ready to go on your end. Gotcha. Will do. Everything from here on out, I leave totally up to you. Deal with it in whatever way you see fit. Oh, trust me. I already know exactly what I'm going to do and when. Hey there, Emily. It's been 6 months now since you started completely ignoring me. 6 months. You know what that means? It means the lease on the apartment expires today.
What? What are you talking about? The lease is expiring? Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? Your brother told you about everything when we first moved in, didn't he? He paid for a year's worth of rent for this apartment in advance, but he found out he was getting transferred just 6 months into the lease. He figured it would be better to have us live here than let it go to waste, so he let us move in for the last 6 months.
Wait, back up. You mean to tell me Drew didn't own this apartment? He was just renting?
I'm 100% sure that he told you it was a rental. 100%. There's no way you missed that conversation.
Oh no, this is the worst.
And another thing, I'm suing you.
What? You can't sue me. I'm your wife.
Actually, I can sue you, since you've been cheating on me. It doesn't matter that you're my wife. For now.
Wait, are you saying...
You've been sleeping with Mrs. Carmichael's husband, our next-door neighbour. I thought it was odd that you went into their apartment by yourself the first day we moved in here. And it only became more odd when you came back, grabbed your makeup bag, and went right back there without saying a word to me. I'm not sure what he told you that sealed the deal. Was it his run-ins with celebrities, or just the fact that he's filthy rich? Whatever the case, you went right into the bedroom with him and began your affair. And that brings us to the reason you've been completely ignoring me for this whole time. I understand that back in your college days you had a boyfriend that you wanted to break up with. Couldn't bring yourself to dump him directly, so you decided to ignore him? Like you've been doing to me. And eventually the poor guy broke up with you himself. I suppose you thought that since it worked so flawlessly last time, you could get me to divorce you in the same way.
Hey, how do you know about that?
I hired a private detective.
You did?
That, and also Mr. Carmichael admitted the whole thing.
Oh no.
Yes, sadly it's true. It would seem the not-so-happy couple has entered divorce mediation.
Wait a minute, that means once you and I get divorced, then I can go get married to Mr. Carmichael for real. I can be his next wife.
You'll have to ask him about that.
Yes, awesome. Great, I'm sold. Let's get divorced as soon as possible.
I left the divorce papers on the living room table. Go ahead and sign them whenever you can.
You got them put together already?
Yeah, I told you, we have to move out of that apartment today.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
From the sound of things, you are completely unprepared to move out, am I right?
Yeah?
I figured as much. I went ahead and booked a monthly room for you to live in for the next month, so you'll need to move in by noon today. The key and address are in an envelope beneath the divorce papers.
Hey, give me a break, though. This is all too sudden.
Not my problem. I'm moving out. Goodbye.
Hey! You can't just leave me like this. Oh, well, whatever. Screw you. I'll just go next door to my darling Mr. Carmichael's room. First things first, though, I'm going to submit these papers to the courthouse. Then I'll tell Mr. Carmichael the great news. Roy, I've changed my mind. We are not getting divorced. I just went to the Carmichael's room and it was totally empty. I asked the other neighbors what happened and they said that his company went under. He's losing his CEO salary, so he won't be able to afford the monthly rent for their apartment. I tried calling and texting him, but I can't get a hold of him. He dumped me. I can't believe it. Roy, answer me right now. Roy, please. Oh, why did I have to go and submit those divorce papers?
After that last text, Emily immediately called a moving company to get her stuff out, so she barely managed to finish moving before the apartment building's deadline. Which was lucky for her. If she had taken another 2 minutes, they'd have charged her another month's rent. I sent my lawyer to have a long, in-depth discussion about the future with her while she was living at the apartment I booked for her. By which I mean to say that I'm suing her for as much as I can possibly get. I already settled accounts with Mr. Carmichael, who opted for a lump sum payment rather than a long and drawn-out payment plan. Emily was planning on having him foot the bill for when I inevitably sued her, but that plan went up in flames the moment she got dumped. This left her as the only involved party without existing financial means to deal with the fallout from their affair. When she found out she'd have to work off her legal bills by herself, my lawyer said she went as pale as a ghost. But I can only imagine how much worse it was when she tried to contact her brother and mother, only to realise that even her own family had cut her out of their lives. She had to take out a loan to cover the settlement, and she's now working 2 jobs every day from morning until night to slowly chip away at it. At the rate she's currently going, she might pay it back by the time she's, 78.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.